Video. So today's session is on connecting to enjoyment. Now, a few years ago, I was in a bad way emotionally, and my coach asked me at that time, when in your life have you experienced joy? And I had a really hard time thinking. I'm like, hang on, joy. When have I felt joy? I really couldn't think about it. And at that moment, I was in such a state of worry and doubt, and I was consumed by it that I really couldn't think about it. But as I started thinking, I came to a moment where I was in Spain. I was standing atop this beautiful mountain looking out over the city. And I remember in that moment feeling joy. I was there by myself on the other side of the world, and that was a moment where I felt joy. Now, what my coach then got me to do is she got me to close my eyes. She's like, I want you to go into that moment. I want you to see everything that you saw in that moment. Tell me what you can see. And I told her, so what can you hear in that moment? I started telling her I could hear people laughing and smiling. I could hear the birds flying around. I could hear the wind because we're on top of it. I could hear this person offering to take a photo for me. So, how did you feel? I'm like, I felt fantastic. I felt amazing. And as I mentally transported myself back to that moment, I felt that joy in that moment, sitting there in the chair. I started to feel it. Then she got me to think of other moments. And over a pace, well, I don't know, I think it took about 20 minutes. We started going through all these other moments in my life where I felt joy and I slipped into them easier and easier. And then she stumped me by saying, now, when in the last 24 hours have you experienced joy? I had an answer like that. It was when my mum had called me that day. And then she said, all right, when else? And by the end of that call, I could remember 5 moments in that day that I had experienced joy. But this is where I'm getting to with this. The problem wasn't that joy wasn't there. The problem that was that I was in such a state that I wasn't connected to it. I wasn't focused on it. I wasn't noticing it. And therefore I was missing it. So I made myself this habit where every day for the next 20 days, I closed my eyes for 5, 10 minutes each day and went back to Spain, went to that moment, stepped into it, and just set the intention. I want to feel more joy. I want to feel it. And I'd step into that moment. I'd think about the last 24 hours. I'd think about the future moments of joy that were coming. And I practiced feeling and tapping into that emotion. And then I had a writing exercise where I'd write what were the moments I experienced joy that day. And I'd also write, what am I excited about for tomorrow? And within a very short period of time, my whole mood, my whole energy completely shifted. Now, the reason that I'm saying this and I'm telling you this story is your ability to feel an emotion is always available to you. But sometimes it does require a little bit of work. Sometimes it requires you to practice. I remember hearing someone say one time, it's like, your ability to love yourself is the exact same as at the weight you are now and at the weight that you want to be, where you've lost 10 kilos. The only difference is you give yourself permission to feel it then. Now, a lot of the time we look around our surroundings, we look at what's going on around, we're like, I can't experience joy. Have you seen my bank account? I can't experience joy. Do you know the state of my relationship right now? But it's always going to be manifesting around us. Whatever state we're in, we're going to be looking for, we're going to be finding. And if you're not in a good state, it's a good idea to consciously choose, well, what emotional state I want to be in? What emotion do I want to feel more of? And practicing, tapping in, doing exercises that allow you to do it. And that's what we're going to do today. So I want you to get excited because right now we're going to do something that's going to help you experience an emotion that you want to feel more of. At first, you will feel resistance if it's not something that you're already experiencing. It'll take a little bit of time for you to experience the shift, but we're going to do the journaling. So I want you to write down Mindful Mondays, and you can write the title of Connecting to Enjoyment if you want to. And then put the date, which is the 19th of the 2nd. You can do this on a journal pad, piece of paper, open document on your computer, whichever one you want. But the first question that I have for you, you can write just the number one. I want you to pick an emotion that you want to experience more of right now. I want you to answer it by saying, the emotion I want to experience more often is. Very important that you write that because you're setting the intention. You're giving your mind a command. The emotion I want to experience more often is, and write down whatever emotion comes to mind. It might be happiness, it might be confidence, maybe it's love, self love, abundance, anything, whatever you want. And once you've written it down, do you want to just give me a thumbs up so I know that you're there with me and I can move on to the next one? You can do that with the emotion thing. Beautiful. Thanks, Emma. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Jerry. All right, question number 2. Now, you might have to close your eyes and think about this to answer this one. But when in your life have you experienced this emotion? And you can close your eyes if you want, take a deep breath. When in your life have you experienced this emotion? If you want abundance, maybe one time you got a check or amount of money that went into your bank that was more than you had before. Maybe you were able to buy a car. If it's love, maybe it was when you hugged one of your parents one time. And if you didn't get along with your parents, maybe you had a cat and you loved that cat. So a moment I experienced, write the emotion, whatever it is, joy, confidence, a moment I experienced the emotion is, and write it down. Doesn't have to be a huge moment or anything like that. It can be little. That's completely fine. Thank you, Sylvia. Once you're done, just give us a thumbs up. Emma, beautiful, beautiful. And if it's hard, just take a deep breath. Just think of a moment. Now we will move on to number 3, just because we've got to move quickly. What does feeling this emotion mean to you? What does it mean? Does it mean that your life is better? Does it mean you're happier? Does it mean that you can now go on dates? What does it mean? And you can write this by saying, being this emotion, that whatever it is, to me means, what does it mean? Maybe confidence means walking with a strut. Maybe being abundant means earning more money, doing something that you love. Maybe being loved means you feel accepted for who you are, whatever it is. Once you've answered that, you could just give us a thumbs up. That would be amazing. Beautiful. Thanks, guys. All right. Amazing. Number 4, why are you excited to feel more of this emotion? Why are you excited? Why is this going to be such a good thing for you? And you can answer this by saying, I'm excited to feel more confident this week because what's the benefit going to be to you? Why is it going to positively impact your life? So again, I'm excited to feel more, whatever the emotion is, this week because. And again, once you've answered the question, just give us a thumbs up so that I know that you've answered it. Thanks, Jerry. Hey, Kathleen, you've joined us. We've gotten into the session already a bit. That's completely fine. We're just focusing on an emotion that we would like to feel more of at the moment. So in your mind right now, just think of an emotion that you want to experience more of, and we're doing some journaling answers to it. Amazing. Sylvia, yep, you're done. Beautiful. Now, number 5, guys. Why do you deserve to feel this emotion more often? Why do you deserve it? And this is, some people don't like this connotation of I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be loved. But it's important that you don't feel conceited about it, that you feel, I genuinely believe I deserve to feel this emotion. I'm a good person. I'm loving. I'm caring. I'm kind. I do good things. So number 5, right? I deserve to feel more and the emotion that you want because very powerful thing. I deserve to feel this emotion because. And if this is a very challenging question, good. When the questions are hard, that means that the benefits are even bigger, just like lifting weights in a gym. Thank you, Sylvia. The more reasons you can come up with here of why you deserve to feel this emotion, the more powerful your connection will be to your belief that you deserve it and that you're allowed to feel it. There's usually an unconscious voice in our head that says, I can't feel more joy because look at the state of the world. I can't feel wealthy. Look at my bank account. I can't feel this. And we give ourselves, this is a chance for you to give yourself some reasons to feel it. You do deserve to feel this emotion. You really do. Amazing work, guys. Now, we're going to get into our meditation / visualization exercise now. So what I want you to do is remember that emotion that you want to be feeling. Keep it on the front of your mind because we will be doing some work around that in this meditation, this kind of visualization as well. So I want you to just take a moment to get yourself nice and comfortable. Shake out any of your body if you need to, if you're feeling a little bit, I don't know, whatever, a bit tense, get up, move around. We're going to be sitting down for like 15 minutes. So the more comfortable you are, the more you're going to be able to relax into it and focus on what we're visualizing. Just take that moment to relax yourself and find yourself into a nice, comfortable position. I'm going to play some meditation music over the top of my voice so that we can really arrive into the space. Taking a moment now to take some nice, easy, deep breaths as you move your body, work out any tension that you've got, and slowly allow yourself to come to rest in a position that feels comfortable. Preferably with your back nice and straight, your shoulders back, your head nice and high, and your hands on your lap. Any position that feels nice and comfortable for you. We're going to start by closing our eyes and doing some really deep breaths. We're going to breathe in through our nose, into our stomach, into our chest for 4 seconds. We're going to hold for 7 and then breathe out slowly through our mouth for 8. And we're going to repeat it 4 times. I will do the first 2 with you. So get ready to take some deep breaths, and your first inhale will be in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And repeat on your own. After you've exhaled all the air on your second round, just allow your breathing to return to normal. Allow yourself to feel nice and relaxed. Just letting your breath come and go as it pleases. And now, I want you to imagine in your mind that you're floating weightlessly up in space, looking down at the earth, slowly spinning. And there is nothing around you except for some stars in the distance spotting the landscape. You can see the earth, the greens, the oranges, the whites, the blues. As you look over the horizon, you notice a beautiful purple ball of energy floating towards you. It kind of looks like a small star or sun. It's somewhat transparent, and you can feel it moving towards you. And as it gets closer, you have this sense that this ball is full of the emotion that you're really wanting to experience. It's the emotion in its purest form. As it gets a few feet away, you can feel the emotion that you want to feel beginning to grow in strength in your body right now. And as it's moving towards you, you know that once it touches you and you move into its center, there is nothing but that emotion that you can experience. I want you to take a deep breath now, in through your nose, out through your mouth, as you prepare to move into this beautiful ball of energy. Right now, you're 3 feet away, and the emotion is intensifying. You're 2 feet away, and it feels really good. You're 1 foot away, and you feel ready. And now it touches your skin, and you can feel it. As you move inside this beautiful ball of energy, all you can think is the word of your desired emotion. All you can feel is this emotion. It has completely taken over your mind and body. And for the next few minutes, stay in this place. Feel the emotion, think the emotion, enjoy it, and focus completely on the emotion. As you're thinking in harmony with this emotion and you're feeling it, I want you to let any images that come to mind that align with this emotion to start dancing all around you. Like while you're in this ball, it's a movie theater. And you're just seeing all the moments of the past, the present, the future, where you will be seeing and feeling this emotion. Now, as you're in this beautiful ball of energy, I want you to shift your focus to the coming days. And I want you to predict and find the moments that you will experience this emotion. I want you to see them how you want to see them. I want you to experience them how you want to experience them while you're feeling this emotion. Take a moment now to let the images go, but to allow the feeling to remain. Noticing how this emotion feels in your feet, in your legs, in your stomach, in your heart, in your lungs, your shoulders, your neck, your arms, and your head. Notice how this emotion feels all the way through your body. And as you see yourself floating in this beautiful ball of the emotion you desire, you allow yourself now to slowly move out of it. As it exits from your being and slowly starts moving away, in your mind, you look down and you can see your body is still glistening with the purple energy. It is now a part of you. And it feels alive. And you make a promise to yourself right now, you are going to nurture this feeling. You are going to grow it. You're going to feed it these beautiful images, these beautiful emotions, and you're going to keep this emotion alive within you. And you take a deep breath in through your nose, and let it out with a big sigh. And it feels really good to feel this way. As you see that orb floating away, moving away, and you bring your attention back to Earth. And again, you can see all the greens, the blues, the oranges, the whites. And you slowly feel yourself transporting from outer space back into your body where you sit right now. And you slowly feel yourself coming back into the room, back into the space, noticing the temperature of the room, becoming aware of your surroundings without opening your eyes yet. Just knowing where things are around you, becoming aware of them. And now you can slowly start to move your fingers, your toes, your shoulders, your arms, in whatever way you want to relax and to bring your mind and body back into this present moment. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Well done. Great work, everyone. Well done. I hope that you enjoyed that. And for some emotions, it can be difficult to cultivate and to step into. And if it's something that you really want to experience, but you really struggled with, it's a sign that there's some work to do. Again, if you want to experience an emotion and you're not, you've got to think in alignment with it. You've got to notice it. You've got to feed it. You've got to give it some love, give it attention. Now, the way that these sessions work, as we're all aware, is I end it now. And if you want, you can stay on and have a chat. I do have an offer that I'm running at the moment. If anyone wants to have a coaching call with me, I've actually got a new offer where I'm actually paying people $50 to have a coaching call with me. Now, that sounds ridiculous, but the reason that I'm doing it is for three reasons. One, a lot of people don't know what I do as a job. They don't know what being coached feels like. They don't know what the experience is. They don't know if it's going to help them. So most people don't take me up on the offer. Two is because I could spend the money on Facebook ads or marketing campaigns, or I could give the money to you. And I would much rather give it to you. And the third reason is I absolutely love helping people achieve a state of being of happiness, fulfillment, and moving towards their goals. That is my mission in life. That is my purpose. That is why I'm here. So I've changed it to offering $50 only for this week, though, only for this week. So if that's something that you wouldn't mind taking me up on or you're curious about, I do have a link to it, and I'll just put it in the comments. The link to book a call, but it's also got information on what happens on that call. So if you're interested in that, all that happens is it is an actual coaching call. It's not a sales call or anything like that. So in that you come with something that you want to achieve, and I actually do some coaching on it with you. At the end, if you stay the whole 60 minutes, you get $50. And I just ask you to fill out 4 questions about what you thought of the session so that I can get some feedback. No worries, Sylvia. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Now, I'm